Okay, yeah. Good morning, everyone. How are you doing? So it's a new week, yeah, and I don't know. I got a lot of good reviews about the last video I made, so I thought to why not? There are several opportunities in this market, and as I see them, I intend to bring it to your notice so that they are not financial advice in any way. I'm not a licensed financial advisor and or advisor, and yeah, this is just to bring ideas to your mind and also to show you what I can see in the market. So for this morning or this day, I'll be there is something very interesting going on in this pair, Shiba, and I would like for everyone to be aware of it. So let me put in the watermark. So this is Shiba Inu. Let me remove all my analysis. Yeah. So Shiba has been a very interesting project. For me, it's actually been a shocker because out of nowhere, it came out of nowhere actually, and for a shitcoin, a lot of people believe in solid projects with good fundamentals and all, but over the past 1 year, Shiba Inu and some supposed shitcoins have actually been able to outperform major peers in the market. So currently there is a pattern, or there is something I can see in Shiba Inu that makes me believe or feel it's going to be one of the most interesting projects in the year 2022, and I thought to bring it to your attention. So now that we know the pair I'm working on, I would like to remove the watermark because, as you know, I like my charts clean. I believe we can see a lot more when our chart is very clean. Okay, that's too much. Yeah, so this is the monthly time frame. What I can observe from here is let's just quickly go a brief overview of what has been happening in Shiba Inu. So there was this form of accumulation here, and then explosive move. A singular month. That's interesting. A singular month in Shiba Inu was able to create almost 1,200% increase. That's good percent right there. That's good money. So it's obviously a pair that you want to keep on your radar and all that. So that is why I thought this morning to chat Shiba Inu, because I think, or I feel, it is about to make a significant move again. But in this analysis, we'll be able to decide or come to a conclusion of, is it going to be a pump or a dump. So what I can see here now, let me mark out my levels. I hope I'm recording. Okay, I'm recording. So let's mark out our levels. Although this candle would be considered as the start of a trend, like I said in my previous video, that it takes 2 candles at least to make a trend, either an uptrend or a downtrend. In this case, it will be a downtrend. But then the first trading candle on any pair is not to be used for analysis. Why? Because it is too volatile. So that is the way I see it. Don't use the first candlestick on every time frame. To not include it in your analysis. It is too volatile for us to work with it. So the trend on this monthly will be something starting here. So if I'm using this second candle, you know that this 1st of January 2021 and up till 1st of July 2021 created a trend. Yeah, this is a trend here. So I'll mark this as my monthly level. My monthly levels are always the golden lines, because that's what I used to represent it, so that all through my lower time frames, anytime I see a golden line, I know, oh, it's a monthly level. I don't ever want to mix up levels. So it is very important for you to color code. So yeah, that's that. And then we saw that market was able to make this form of consolidation. Some people call it consolidation, but I I will call it accumulation, because accumulation basically means people are buying the coin, and once a significant amount of the supply has been taken off the market, then we can expect for what price to go up. It's just normal. If supply is reduced and demand increases, then yes, the price is going to go up. I hope I'm right. I am not an economist, yeah, but yeah, I think that is what is going on. So also, after this pump, we have seen a form of correction that started here. So we should also take note of that, because on the monthly time frame, it is significant. It is the start of a downtrend. So now, what this video is poised towards is for me to help you determine if we have actually bottomed out on Shiba Inu or not, because obviously you want to know when we bottom out so that you can go with the next move. So yeah, there is nothing else to really see on this monthly time frame, except the end of this downtrend, which might not necessarily be the end, because this month is still in progress. But then I'll just mark it, and you know what, I'll just remove it and go to the lower time frame. So this is what I can see in the monthly time frame. I can see that there was a trend here that under it a lot of accumulation occurred. Then we had an explosive move, which is very, very good. A lot of us missed that, but that is to now prick your interest, because the nature of this market is, it is either in expansion, accumulation, reversal, or consolidation. Those are the four major conditions that can ever be in this market. Market can either be in a form of consolidation, which is something that occurs here, or the market nature will be an expansion, which is something that occurred here, or it will be a retracement or a complete reversal. Those are the four conditions you want to see. So let's determine what conditions are currently present in Shiba Inu, so that this is not a financial advice. This is not for you to buy the coin. It's just to bring ideas to your mind. So one thing I want you to now understand is, you see, this is the monthly level now, but on the weekly I can see another trend. There's another trend right here. Just follow along with me. It's all going to make sense very soon. So this is a singular candle here and another candle. Like I told you, you ignore the first candle on every time frame, because it is considered to be too volatile for us to include it in our analysis. So this is a trend here. This is a monthly trend that we see, and market is not currently trading to this place. But now when I drop down to the weekly time frame, I see another downtrend here, and I told you the trend is your friend. These trends are very, very important, because they act as support or resistance. This is the best way for you to mark out your levels. You don't just mark out anything, or I will not say it's the best way. It's a way to mark out your levels that is that has proven to be actually accurate, and as you will find out. So I have to represent this now as a weekly level. So this is a weekly trend, and like I said, you see there was this lots of accumulation here, and I want you to observe the way accumulation occurs in the market. Accumulation does not occur with any form of trend. When there's accumulation, the market basically moves sideways. A lot of people say, oh, the market is consolidating, or it does not know what it is doing, or it is currently silent and all that. No, when the market is moving sideways like this, the market is in what? Accumulation, whether on a large scale, because you can see here that this is a large amount of accumulation here. It took 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11 12 13 14 15 16 17 18 19 weeks of accumulation. That is why you expect to see this amount of pump, because the amount of time it takes a coin to accumulate is the amount of time it will determine the amount of, or the magnitude of pump that you can expect from it. Do you understand? So now we have seen that pump, and and then we saw this very, very large correction and all that. So one thing I want you to now see is, let's mark out the trends again. You see, this is the start of a downtrend on the monthly, so I already noted, so I will not mark that. And then this is another start of a downtrend. I told you in my previous tutorial that for you to know if there is going to be a change in direction, then we have to start testing the trends that brought us down in the first place. That means if this market wants to reverse now and we can say it has bottomed out, then we have to start seeing it testing the downtrends, and then it will start creating new uptrends and now testing downtrends that brought it to where it's currently trading. So it is very important for us to mark out all those downtrends so that we will know when they are tested, and then we can use it to come about our speculation and analysis. So yeah, this is another start of a downtrend here. Then also this is another trend here, as you can see. So there's this downtrend, which is the start of a monthly downtrend. Then there is this, even though this trend could not be seen on the monthly time frame, it can be seen clearly on the weekly time frame, so you have to take note of it. Then there's this other one here that can be seen. So yeah, when there is a saying that support resistance that is broken will come back to be what? Support. It will be retested as support. So you will agree with me now that when market was still trading around this place. So let me show you something. Where is it? Replay. Okay, so let's cut it. Let's go back in time. Let's go back in time to when Shiba was still trading here. So if you were present here, you will have so this is it. You see this accumulation, it's actually taking its time. Just go along with me, just try and follow with me. I'm trying to arrive at something. So I told you, you see now on the weekly time frame, there are also trends here. Like when you zoom and check this, there are trends. So let me cut it back again. Let's cut it back here. Like I said, for you to determine if market wants to start moving up, it has to start testing its trend. So if we were here in the move now, I will have marked out this downtrend, and then I'll be anticipating markets to test it in the first test. I told you first test there will be a rejection, but then that means the trend or the level has been exhausted, and we can know that if we have tested it once, then there's probability that when we test it again, or maybe the third time, then we can break through it. So now let's see. You see, it looked as if market was going to lose this uptrend. You see, there's an uptrend here. Actually, there's an uptrend here, but that is not so important now. Like, it traded below it a bit and then came back up, so we did not lose this uptrend. Now if we're not losing this uptrend, we have to see, is it this downtrend that we can test? If you can test this downtrend, then that's good. We can say, oh, market is about to bottom out. And this is not just hindsight. You can go into your charts and try to play with this kind of analysis. So let's see, market was straight, and right there, you see, right there, let me cut it because I have to explain this stuff to you. First touch rejection. You see, the first time that is going to touch this trend, that's just like bonus trades for you. First time that a monthly or weekly trend is tested, it's just for you to short. Like, those are the times you can confidently say, oh, this market is going to come down. Because why? That's a monthly trend that has not been tested, or a weekly trend that has not been tested. So the first time it tests it, there is obviously going to be rejection. That's just it. So you will look at this place now, look at this place and see the way market reacts. I'm getting to a point whereby we're going to arrive at certain conclusions to see if Shiba Inu is going to be one of the greatest plays of 2022 or not. So yeah, let me fast forward this process. See, right there, this was the time when it made first touch on it. It is bound to reject. Like, it is going to reject it. You see, That's we're on the, even though this is considered as a form of accumulation and we're on the weekly time frame, you see, it still respected that same rule of first touch rejection. So that week will close, you see, it's coming down. The week closed bearish, and then the following week is still a short opportunity for you. Why? Because we are testing a downtrend, a weekly downtrend. It took 4 weeks to create that downtrend. We will not just come and break it. We'll test it, reject, try and test it again, so we can see if we are, and this is not all important, it's just to like you see. So now, yeah, what is important for us now is, since we have started testing downtrends, we have to start what? Even though we test uptrends, we have to hold. We must not break uptrends. If this is going to make that explosive move, it must not break uptrends. It must try to break downtrends. So you agree with me now that this is another uptrend that was created. I told you 2 candles to create an uptrend, and that uptrend that is created here. So this uptrend has to hold. So let me mark it now. Yeah, it was tested the first time, and let's see how it reacts. You see, tested it again, and then it bounced. Now coming to test that same. This is not a trend now here, because it's basically the test of this trend. So we are testing this same level for the second time. Even though we are going to see, we might see rejection, it should not be as much as this. So I don't expect that we should come and test this again, or I don't know, maybe we are going to test it. I've not chatted this before. This is the first time I'm chatting this. So let's see. Okay, I don't want to see us test this uptrend again. I want to, you see, I've not chatted this before, but you see, and oh my god, I never know we're there yet. You understand? So that is how you know when market is about to make big move and break. If the uptrend starts breaking, then I don't expect any move up. But as long as the uptrend has not broken, yes, we can continue moving higher. So you see, this was the 3rd time it tested it. We tested it the 3rd time here, and then there was just this small bounce. But then because it has been exhausted, I expect. So it looks like hindsight, but just going forward, try and apply this form of analysis to your trading and see if it's actually true. It's actually true. So yeah, it's just normal for us to see that move that will break this trend now. And you understand that all of this is still inside accumulation. When you go down into lower time frames, you're still going to get more clues, but I'm still doing my top-down analysis. I told you it's very important to do top-down analysis. Now, you see, we're coming up back now to this place, and why you can be confident that we can go up is because we're not even trying to break this downtrend and this uptrend again. Do you see? So yeah, it can be like a lot of I don't want it to be a lot of ranting about this, but I just want you to get it as much as possible. This is how the market works. You see, immediately we went up. We went up. So now, okay, so that's just that is basically it. So you can expect a lot of explosive moves. So this is just to reinstate what I've been saying. Now let me just remove this and let's go to where we are currently. So yeah, now that you see this trend was actually like this downtrend was violated, like that was crazy volume in the market in this pair. So that's why you have to be interested in it again. Now this has been broken and it's not retested at all. This has not been retested at all since October 2021 that it was violated. So I've been having my eye on this level to see market correct back into it, and then now study what is going on here for us to determine if we are now at a reversal or not. So yeah, we have marked out our levels, and I told you what we want to see now is we have hit a level. We have hit a level of support now on the weekly time frame, and then for us to now know that market conditions has shifted, and then this whole bleed this bleed has ended, it has to start testing downtrends now, downtrends. So in the coming weeks or days, if Shiba Inu is able to start testing these downtrends, then you want to keep your eye on it, because this might as well be the bottom. And I hope that makes sense. Yeah, I hope that makes sense. So yeah, that's it. That's what basically what I can see. But then let's consider the bearish scenario. You see, this is a bully, is a bearish order block before this downtrend here. This is another bearish order block before this downtrend here, and you can clearly see this was why I am getting interested in this pair, even though this was a bearish order block. This will now be a weekly. Yeah, this bearish order block here, last week, the week we just concluded, it did not even respect it at all. You see the way it just shut up, and it did not respect this. So that's what you want to be seeing, and then you'll be like, oh, this is getting interesting. We have hit a significant level of support, and then market is not respecting bearish indications in the market. This bearish order block was not respected last week. Shiba Inu just traded all the way up. So that's interesting. Like, now what we want to see is, can it make that first touch on this downtrend? If it is able to make that first touch on this downtrend, that will be really, really good. If this week we're able to make the first touch on this downtrend, and then any form of correction, I'll be really, really glad, and I can say the next level we are coming for will be this downtrend right here. And if we are able to make first test on this downtrend and retrace, we might, like, this whole place here, there's nothing stopping Shiba Inu from going from this place to this next move here. That is why I'm trying to bring this to your notice, because the moment Shiba Inu is able to test all of the levels here, and I'm having too many stuffs, the moment Shiba Inu is able to be trading here and break all of these trends, or at least make first touch, then there is nothing, absolutely nothing stopping this coin from, or this project from moving here. And that will be a very, very significant move, one that you should be interested in. That's 89%. 89% is good, is a good amount of percent, and yeah, it should be on your radar. It should be on your radar. So let me mark this as this is a bearish order block, so that when we go to the so that when we come to the daily time frame, we can see it clearly and also try and observe it. So I'll mark it red. Yeah, so you see, this last week it was not respected at all. That shows that Shiba Inu is currently respecting support. It's respecting support, and then it is violating what? A form of resistance. So now, if you can make this first touch, retrace a bit, the next move will be this right here. Okay, suppose trading views somehow sometimes. Yeah, so that's basically it. Now let's move to the daily time frame. What I saw on this daily time frame that made me decide to make this video is that in the past few days, there has been accumulation on this pair, and I've told you accumulation is always followed by a move up, and I've been trying to hesitate and watch this market, this pair also, to see further confirmations, and I believe that further confirmations are coming into the market currently. So let me show you something. You see, for everyone that was able to catch this move here, like this uptrend here, their stop loss, logically their stop loss will be under this place here. So you agree with me that right here is a pack of liquidity. So after all this move up here, and market was retracing, coming back up and doing all of this, we expect that ultimately it was coming for the liquidity here. And this is not hindsight. This is not hindsight. Like, this is just the way the market works. Markets always seek liquidity. But how do you really know that a downtrend is already coming to an end? You see, look, watch this stuff with me now. There was this downtrend, a supposed amount of pump, but as long as the pump was not able to make first touch on this trend and it's reversing, you agree with me that it is going to dump further. It's just what I have been trying as much as possible to let you people see. The trend is your friend. Trend is your friend as much as possible. You see, there's a downtrend. It's tried as much as possible to make first touch on the trend. It could not make the first touch. It's only normal for it to dump. So now, even while it was trading downwards, it created another form of downtrend, series of downtrends, then another pump. It was not able to make first touch on the trend, so it is normal for it to dump again. So you see, let's mark out all those trends. There's a trend here, the daily trend. I don't want to like clot my chart more. There's a daily trend here. There is another daily trend here. You see, Shiba Inu has not tested any trend, any downtrend it has created. Like, it has not had this trend. Even though it went close here, it did not test it. Do you understand? It did not test it. Okay, the first time that it was able to make a touch on its trend here was what? When it made a significant amount of it met with a significant amount of support. You agree with me that this is support here, right here? Even though it does not touch it, it's support here. And then that was the first time it was able to make first touch. That is interesting. So this makes this one a tested daily level. Tested daily level. I'm going to remove all of this because I don't want it to be too cluttered and all that. But then there's another trend here now. See, this is another. So this is a trend here. It has also been tested. Yes. Now that means yeah, this has been tested. This has also been tested. So when market starts coming here in the next few weeks, hopefully you will know that these trends are not necessarily going to be acting as what? A significant amount of resistance. Why? Because they have already been tested. They have already been tested. This one right here has already been tested. No. Yeah. And yeah, this also has been tested. So that's interesting. Now what I actually want to bring to your notice for you to see is that what Shiba Inu has stopped this downward movement. You see, this consecutively creating lower lows and lower highs, lower lows, lower highs, lower lows, and lower highs. And then it's when it's met with this support on the weekly time frame, it stopped creating lower lows and it started what? Sideways motion. This sideways motion is accumulation. That is where I am getting to. Shiba Inu has been in accumulation for the past 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. For the past 14 days, that means 2 weeks, Shiba Inu has been accumulating and it has stopped creating lower lows and lower highs. That means that is a good indication for you that trend is about to what? Change. This downtrend is about to change. That is when you know that trends are about to change. Do you understand? I hope that makes sense. That is why I'm coming out to call this for you. So what do you want to see going forward? You want to see, you see the way this bearish order block after this so sorry, let me remove all of this. It's getting too much. Yeah, we can always mark them out when we get there. And then also this is not important. Yeah, so the important trend now is there's this is a daily downtrend, and then yeah, that's it. So I've told you, you want to study the nature of the market, know if we are respecting support or we are respecting resistance. Currently, Shiba Inu is respecting support and violating resistance. There was this resistance here, the first bearish order block. You see, it didn't even have any regard for it. It just went right up. After making this sideways motion and form of accumulation. So these are confirmations that you want to see. Number one, have we gotten to a significant level of support on the weekly time frame? We have got, and the weekly time frame is a very strong time frame. Actually, we got to this level of what's this support, and then at that support, what was happening? There was sideways action. That is very, very good. After making this first touch here, we're making sideways action. It shows that market is what? Consolidating. I told you there are only 4 conditions that this market can be in. It is either it's in a consolidation, which is what I call accumulation, or it is in reversal. Sorry, not reversalness, or expansion. It's in expansion. So consolidation or expansion, or a retracement after the expansion, and the last one will now be what? A reversal. Those are the 4 conditions that can ever be present in the market. So what you always want to do at any point is you first determine what conditions are present in this market. Now, for the past 14 days, market has first of all, it hit a significant level of support, and after that, the market condition has been what? It has been in consolidation. You see, so that's the circle that this market goes in. From hitting a support, you will see a good amount of consolidation, which is what I call accumulation, and accumulation is always followed by what? A move up. That move up is an expansion, but then you don't chase the move. You don't need to chase the move. What you see is after you have noticed that there is an expansion, and you start looking for retracement, but then you have to be careful, because the retracement can also be another form of market conditions, which is what? Reversal. That's why you patiently wait. So how do I know that this expansion here is going to be followed by a retracement or a complete reversal? The what will confirm for me that is just a retracement now is if this Shiba Inu is able to make first touch on this downtrend on the weekly time frame. If it is having enough strength now to make first touch on this weekly downtrend right here, then I'll tell you that any form of move downwards is just what? A retracement, and not necessarily a complete reversal. But in the case whereby we are unable to make that first touch on that weekly downtrend, then any form of move coming down, I will not necessarily want to buy it. I want to study it more, because number one, it shows me that there's not enough strength to test the downtrend that has taken us all the way from this place back to where we currently had the accumulation. So what I am just trying to bring to you is, if Shiba Inu now is able to make first touch on this downtrend now, then I will consider any form of move downwards as what? A retracement, and not what? A reversal. So if it is a retracement, you buy into retracements. That's just it. You don't buy pumps. You don't chase the market. You don't chase expansion. You calm down and study it. Okay, it has hit a level of support significantly, and then what's the next market condition that we can see? We saw a form of sideways movement, which is consolidation. Consolidation is always followed by what? An expansion, and the expansion has occurred. The expansion has occurred actually after 14 days of consolidation. An expansion has occurred. So the next thing you want to look out for now is it going to be a reversal or a retracement? How do you confirm if it is a reversal? It will be a reversal if it is unable to test the trend that brought us down to this place in the first place. So now it's currently looking like it's going to be a reversal, but then the day is not over yet. So at the end of today, or maybe tomorrow, or this week, if we are unable to make a first touch on this trend, that means there is no strength in Shiba Inu, and then I will tell you that, oh, it's not a retracement, it's just a reversal to maybe come down to this monthly level right here. But in a case whereby Shiba Inu has made an expansion after this consolidation, and that expansion leads to being able to touch the downtrend that brought us down in the first place, then I can tell you that it's going to be a retracement. Why? Because it's just showing strength. Shiba Inu is showing a lot of strength currently. It has violated this bearish order block without even second thought. You see, it just shot right to it. Did not respect resistance. So that's what you want to be looking out for. It's not respecting resistance, it respected support, it has accumulated or consolidated, it has expanded. So the next thing you want to look at, and I'm trying to bring it to you as early as possible so that you can study it and go along with this pair this week. If Shiba Inu is able to come all the way now and make first touch on this right here, you see, then that would be good. Okay, this right here is not yet tested, so I don't know why I'm this is daily. It's just a daily trend. It's just a daily trend actually. So yeah, if Shiba Inu is able to make that touch now, then I will it is not a financial advice, but it will look as if Shiba Inu has bottomed out. Yeah, that's what I thought to bring out to you. And if that is the case, we might ultimately we might be seeing a test of this. After we can test this, then we retrace, then there might be a really big move in Shiba Inu. So yeah, if you are not a futures trader or a spot trader, you might consider, this is not a financial advice, please take your time to do your own diligence and diligent research. But yes, I feel Shiba Inu might look like a good buy. It looks like a good buy. We have taken out liquidity here. Market expanded. You see, market expanded here. There was a move up, then another move up. Now there's a lot of liquidity resting below this point right here. Let me mark that liquidity point out. So it's something like this. Yeah, so this is clearly a place that we could have expected in the past if we were trading here. Let's say market is trading here currently now. So this place here, we might say we want to, like, okay, buy the top here, but the ultimate confirmation for me will have been if market is able to come down here, because I will know now it has been able to take out all the people that are currently profitable, because everyone that enjoyed this pump here would be protecting their position here, and it will look very safe. So market, if market ever comes down there to attack them, coupled with the fact that it is a significant level of support on the weekly time frame, then yeah. And you see, there are lots of things now that are building up to be this confirmation. Number one, market was expected to come and seek liquidity below this. That's a confirmation. And then below it is a weekly level of support. Weekly levels of support are strong levels, and you can, yes, expect good bounce there. And the best kind of bounce that you can now expect is when trend stops. Like this lower low, this is a low. It tried to create a higher high, but it could not. So it created a lower high, and then it came down, created a lower low, couldn't create a higher high. It created a lower high again, came down, created a lower low. Okay, now it indicated for us a little amount of strength here, but then it still failed the move, and it created another lower low. So you see, it has been creating a lot of lower lows and lower highs. This is what you see in the market that makes you know that, oh, we have been trending downwards. And how do you now confirm that this trend is about to shift? If it is when it stops creating lower lows and lower highs, and it starts creating higher highs and higher lows. Yeah, I hope that makes sense. So you see, it tried again here, created another lower low, it went up, could not create an higher high, and then created a lower low again. So now, and all this while, we have not hit any significant level of support. I've told you, significant levels of support that you want to be taking your trades off of without having any form of fear is the weekly support and the monthly support. When price is trading at the weekly support and the monthly support, they are very strong levels, and you can confidently, while protecting your position, you can confidently take trades there. And it will now be very good when the market structure starts changing after hitting such strong support. You see, now it went up again, it has not hit this significant support that I'm talking about now. It tried to create another higher high again, it could not, then it failed again, created a lower low. Now it has not been able to create another lower low. So that is why I am coming now to tell you that if after this touch of this down touch of this support that is very, very strong, and then we have seen further confirmations now with this form of accumulation that occurred for 14 days. You see, all the while here we have been actually trending. There has not been any form of sideways motion, but you see, immediately it hit that support, it has started moving sideways, not creating lower low. It has not been creating lower low. And I've told you the 4 market conditions you want to see is after you have hit a significant support or resistance, you want to see a form of accumulation. And accumulation occurs like sideways motion. So there's sideways motion now, and after that consolidation, which it can be called consolidation, sideways motion, it all depends on there is not really a name for it. It just depends on several terminologies that several traders have been able to come up with. So you see this sideways motion is a form of consolidation. I told you after consolidation you expect what? An expansion. The expansion has occurred in Shiba now. This is the expansion. And then now once the expansion has occurred, it remains just 2 market conditions that you can ever truly see. It is now either going to be a retracement after the expansion, a retracement that you can now buy into for the next move up, or a what? Complete reversal. That means it is just going to be another failed move to create a lower low. But now what will confirm to you or give you clues, because everything is just speculations and you can never take a trade with just a single idea. You see everything that is building on top of each other now. For me to come about the bias that it looks like Shiba Inu is at the point of bottoming out, and if it bottoms out, it's going to obviously be due for a significant move. And all of this I am saying is only going to be possible if the bull run continues. So if you want to really know if we are going to continue the bull run or the bear run, then you should go back and watch the last video I made analyzing Bitcoin. Do you understand? So if Bitcoin is not going to ruin this market because of the whole first movers advantage, Bitcoin is a major player in this market. So if Bitcoin is going to dump, then this analysis is just not going to be so effective. Do you understand? Unless there are very, very strong amount of volume coming into this. And Shiba Inu has really been trending. It has really been trending. That is why I decided that I should talk about it. So yeah, what I told you now is, let me write it down on my screen so that you can see it. Let me write down on my screen so that you can see it. The 4 market conditions are consolidation, or after consolidation you are followed by an expansion in the market. This is what you want to be looking for, an expansion. After an expansion, the next thing we want to see is it going to be a reversal or a what? Or a retracement. So yeah, those are the 4 conditions. If it is going to be a reversal, then you don't want to buy it, because if it is a reversal, that means it's going to still dump further into this part here. But if it is a retracement, then yes, you can buy into retracements. So this is where we are now. We want to determine if the next move in Shiba Inu is going to be a reversal or just a retracement. If it's a reversal, then we will not be buying. But if it is a retracement, then yes, we can buy into retracement and take the further move up. Now I've told you that what gives you confirmation that it is just a reversal and not a retracement now is if it is now violating supposed resistance and what? Respecting support. So, and it has already given us a clue. It has given us a clue. There's this bearish order block that's evident even on the weekly time frame, and last week we did not respect it at all. But that is not enough clue. The next clue that we want to have now to completely decide if we are in a reversal is if now Shiba is able to make first touch on this trend here. And I've told you I will not expect for it to make that first touch and start skyrocketing. Okay, there must be enough volume for us to touch this and also make first touch on this, but then there will be significant amount of retracement. So yeah, after we have been able to make this first touch, any form of retracement you see in the market or that I see in the market, I will be buying. actually I'll buy it and hope to move up while protecting my position. You know, in all this game, maybe in my next video I'm going to talk about risk management, because you can know all the technicals, all the good technicals in the world and all the good fundamentals, but if you are unable to manage your risk effectively, then you cannot be profitable. So even though you have the best setup, you must still manage your risk effectively. But yeah, this is what I think is happening in Shiba Inu now, and if I am right and this happens to be just a reversal, that is the next market condition here, after all these confirmations that I've been able to explain, if it is a reversal, then I'll be buying into this project, and yes, I believe there can be more significant moves up. But if it cannot make that, then to just be another form of retracement, and then we'll come back and evaluate these market conditions together. So let me make it clear now what I think I want to see in conclusion. So yeah, the first market condition that the first thing I want to see always is, before I can buy, I don't just enter into the market at any point. I am buying based on what? You buy at support and you sell at resistance. That is the best way to trade. There's no forcing it. No need to jump into the market. If you are not at support, you don't take any trade. You sit on your hands and wait patiently. So I've been waiting patiently, and currently Shiba Inu is at support. So okay, now that it's at support, I know the 4 market conditions that can ever exist: consolidation, expansion, reversal, or retracement. What is the first play? Now it has given me the first part of the market condition. It has consolidated for what? 14 days without making further move downwards. You see, all of this while, when we have not hit any form of significant support, there is no necessarily any sideways movement that was sustained. It was just continuously what? Trending downwards. But now that we hit the support, we have been able to sustain this. So after consolidation, what do I expect to see? An expansion. That is the next market condition. It does not go from consolidation to reversal. It does not go from consolidation to retracement. It goes from consolidation to an expansion. After an expansion, then you have to now determine, is this going to be a reversal next or retracement? That is the tricky part, and you don't try to catch the bottom. There's no need to catch the bottom. Wait as much as possible for enough confirmations, and you are going to get enough confirmations within this zone here for a large chunk of move. Do you understand? If the bull run continues. So go back to the last video, go and watch my last video and try to update yourself on if Bitcoin, what you expect to see to know if Bitcoin is going to continue with a bull run, or we're going to launch into a full bear season. So now this is what I want to see. I expect that Shiba Inu will come up, make first touch on this, thereby making this a tested level, and then we can see some amount of retracement, or the volume might be so much that will spike up and test these 2 levels at the same time. And then once they are tested, any form of retracement that comes into this market, I will be confidently taking a buy while protecting my position, while managing my risk effectively. Managing your risk. And this is not a financial advice. I'm not telling you to buy Shiba Inu. I'm just bringing it to your attention so that you can now go back into your charts and study yourself and see maybe there are truly opportunities for you, and this project might be the biggest play for you in 2022. Do you understand? So yeah, now you can now see if it's going to be a move up, and yeah, further condition. So subsequently, I'm going to come back and revisit this after we have been given much data with time, because everything is all about time and what? Price. So as time goes on, maybe in the next 1 week, we'll come back and revisit it and see if it has been able to make the first touch on this, and then we can now start confirming if it is in reversal. And if it is in reversal, that means we are early. As long as we can get into Shiba Inu within this range, I confidently believe that if the bull run continues, then Shiba Inu has the potential of creating a new all-time high, and it's going to create a new all-time high from where we are currently trading. That is not going to be bad. That's not bad at all. So for it to create a new all-time high, that means we must have had almost 200% in the market. That is a good move. This is not a financial advice. This is just me bringing ideas to your mind. So yeah, let me have your own suggestions in the comment section, and yeah, you can also tell me pairs you want me to visit, and we'll trade them together. So in conclusion, I want to see this week, this weekly trend tested, and if we're able to test it and hold any form of retracement downwards, even into this last candle here, I'll be buying. I'll buy any form of retracement, as long as we're able to make first touch on this and then to move up into this area here, while ultimately my goal is to see if we can make at least first touch on this level here. So I hope you find this insightful, and I hope you were able to learn one or two. And yeah, see you in my next video. Please, if you find this insightful, for you to like help me, please kindly like, and if you don't mind, you can subscribe to the channel. Peace.